Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. We often debate who really runs the world. Is it the politicians? The billionaires? The military? If you spend any time on the internet, you know the answer. The world is run by copyright algorithms. These silent, invisible bots prowl the digital highways, searching for unauthorized music, movie clips, or images. They are ruthless. They strike without warning. They are the judge, jury, and executioner of the digital age. So, what happens when an alien civilization hacks into our global network to broadcast a message of doom, but forgets to license the background music? Today's story is about the Grand Fleet of Zod. They conquered 1,000 worlds with plasma and fear. But when they came to Earth, they made a fatal mistake. They tried to be cinematic. And in doing so, they triggered the one defense system that humanity takes more seriously than nuclear war, the DMCA takedown notice. If you have ever had a video muted because the radio was playing in the background, smash that like button in rage. And if you want to see a Galactic Warlord get demonetized in real time, subscribe and ring the bell. Checking content ID. Match found. The invasion began on a Friday night, prime time. Grand Emperor Zod stood on the bridge of the Star Crusher. He was a theatrical villain. He didn't just want to conquer, he wanted to perform. He wore a cape made of void silk. He had a golden mask. He had practiced his speech for weeks. Status of the global hack? Zod boomed, his voice deep and resonant. "We have seized control of every screen on Earth," his media officer reported. "Televisions, smartphones, digital billboards, even the smart fridges. 8 billion humans are watching. We are live." Zod nodded. "Excellent. But a speech is nothing without atmosphere. Is the soundtrack ready?" "Yes, Emperor. We scanned their cultural database for music of power. We found a track that signifies impending doom. It is titled, O Fortuna. It is perfect. Play it," Zod commanded. "Play it at maximum volume. Let them hear the music of their demise." The signal went out. On Earth, every screen turned black. Then the ominous, choral chanting of Carmina Burana began to blast from speakers worldwide. It was terrifying. It was epic. Then Zod's face appeared. "People of Earth." Zod shouted, timing his words with the crescendo of the music. "Look upon your doom. I am Zod, the World Eater. Your governments have fallen. Your armies are BZZZT." The screen didn't go static. It went blue. A silent, gray text box appeared over Zod's face on the Star Crusher's own monitor. "This broadcast has been interrupted. Reason: copyright infringement. Claimant: Sony Music Entertainment." Zod froze. What is this rune? Why has the image stopped?" "Emperor," the media officer stammered, tapping furiously on his console. "We have been flagged. The Earth network has blocked our feed." "Blocked?" "We hacked their military encryption. We bypassed their firewalls." "How can they block us?" "It is an automated algorithm, sir. It detected the audio signature of the background music. It says we do not have the rights to broadcast this track in region, North America." "I am conquering North America," Zod roared. "I own it by right of conquest." "The algorithm disputes that claim, sir. It says the rights belong to the Universal Music Group. They have issued a takedown notice." Zod looked at the screen. The scary invasion broadcast was gone. In its place was a mute video of a cat playing a keyboard, the default placeholder video used by the platform. "Turn off the music," Zod ordered. "We will do it live. No soundtrack." The officer killed the music. Resuming broadcast. Wait. A new message appeared. Red text this time. Flashing. "Strike 1. Audio-visual content match. Your account invasion has been suspended for 24 hours. Please complete copyright school to restore access." "Suspended?" Zod screamed. "I am in the middle of a speech." "Hack it again. Bypass the block." "We are trying, Emperor. But the algorithm, it is aggressive. It has tracked our IP address. We are in space. We don't have an IP address. We routed the signal through their satellites to reach the phones. By doing so, we accepted their terms of service. The algorithm has flagged the Star Crusher's main computer as a pirate device." Suddenly the lights on the bridge flickered. The gravity generator groaned. The tactical map vanished. "What is happening now?" Zod demanded, gripping his throne. "The blockade," the engineer reported, his face pale. "Our ship's operating system. It synced with the Earth network to broadcast the video. The copyright bot has identified our hardware as infringing tools. It is sending a cease and desist packet to our root directory. And our computer obeyed. It is shutting down critical systems to prevent further piracy. Engines are offline. Weapons are offline. Life support is buffering. Zod stared in horror. We are being disabled by a lawyer bot? It is a very advanced bot, Emperor. It attacks the revenue stream. It has demonetized our reactor. Demonetized. It locked the fuel valves. It says we cannot generate power until we pay a licensing fee of 40 million credits. On Earth, the confusion was total. People watched their phones. The scary alien face had vanished, replaced by a message. This invasion is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Warner Brothers. Then the screens went back to normal. TikTok started playing again. The news anchors looked confused. Did we win? A general in the Pentagon asked. I think Sony just sued the aliens, an aide replied. Back in orbit, the Starcrusher was drifting. It was dark. We need to appeal. Zod yelled in the darkness. File a counter-notification. The media officer pulled up a holographic form. Okay, sir. To file a counterclaim, we must provide our legal name, physical address, and consent to the jurisdiction of the Federal Court of California. I do not consent. Zod spat. I am a sovereign entity. Then the strike stands. The ship remains locked. Zod sat in the dark. His epic invasion had been stopped not by a hero, but by a terms of service agreement. Fine, Zod whispered, defeated. Pay the fee. Do we have Earth currency? No, sir. We have gold-pressed latinum. Do they accept it? The system only accepts Visa, MasterCard, or PayPal. Zod screamed. It was a scream of pure bureaucratic frustration. Can we play a different song? Zod asked desperately. Something public domain? Beethoven? Checking. The officer typed. No. The Berlin Philharmonic owns the rights to the specific recording of the Fifth Symphony we have on file. We would need to perform it live ourselves. Zod looked at his crew of terrifying, spiked armor warriors. Do any of you know how to play the cello? Silence. Useless. All of you. The Starcrusher hung in orbit for 3 days. It was bricked. Eventually, the automated defense systems of Earth, which ran on a completely different military-grade closed network, finally got a lock on the drifting ship. Missiles inbound, the sensor officer said quietly. We cannot raise shields. Our account is still suspended. Why? Zod wept. It has been 3 days. It is the weekend, sir. The copyright office is closed. Our appeal is in the queue. Zod looked at the blue planet below. He had conquered galaxies. He had defeated gods. But he could not defeat the DMCA. Abandon ship, Zod ordered. Get to the escape pods. And for the love of the void, do not turn on the radio in the pods. I don't want to get sued for listening to the top 40. The aliens evacuated. The empty flagship was blown apart by Earth missiles. As Zod's pod drifted away into deep space, he received one final notification on his wrist comp. Feedback request. How would you rate your invasion experience today? 1 to 5 stars. Zod smashed the device against the wall. Humanity never really understood what happened. Conspiracy theories raged. Did the military use a secret weapon? Did the aliens get sick? Only a few lawyers in a high-rise building in Los Angeles knew the truth. They saw the logs. They saw the unauthorized broadcast from low Earth orbit. And they sent a bill to the wreckage site. Because in the end, death and taxes are certain. But copyright? Copyright is eternal. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We complain about copyright strikes, but remember, they are the only thing standing between us and an alien warlord with a mixtape. If you think the mute button is the most powerful weapon in existence, hit that like button. Comment below. What song would you play to get an alien invasion cancelled? Subscribe. And please, support the original artists. Or else. Content removed.